Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Yahweh Hills 11 with your man Trey L, and I have a beautiful subject and topic for you guys today. Today we're going to go over the people of the everlasting covenant. So what we do here, especially on this channel, we talk about the words and the instructions of the Most High because this is the purpose of our lives. Those who keep the Torah that was given to Moshe, who is Moses, and walk by his ways, well, if you apply that or you strive to apply the ways of the Most High that was given through Moses, then this is a covenant. And so we'll be going over in this video the details and the importance of the Most High's, again, everlasting covenant for his people. So I have my verses that I have and my referencing scriptures to prove the points. And yeah, let's show the text, and we're going to show what the Most High has to say, because if you are one who is trying to apply the ways of the Most High, then we all know that it's the Most High voice that matters. Everybody else can dang near be silent. All right, y'all. So if you go with me, we're going to start off in this text. We're going to start off in what you may know as Genesis, which is Bereshit, and we'll be going to chapter 6, verse 17. So this is a point right here where it says, but I, and this is Yahweh talking to Noah. And so it says, then where are you at? Okay. Then I myself will bring the flood of water over the earth to destroy from under heaven every living thing that breathes. Everything on the earth will be destroyed. But I will establish my covenant with you. He's talking to Noah. You will come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. Okay, bam. So we see that the Most High has made a covenant with Noah. And I'll have some verses to show and prove you that when Yah makes a covenant, these are everlasting covenants. The only way a covenant is broken is if the person, us, basically, who accept the covenant, break the covenant. Okay, so that's one verse right there to show you that the covenant has started. There's a covenant that starts with Noah. And if we go to the second verse, which we'll be going to in Shemot, chapter 19, and verse 5. We can start at verse 5. Okay, and then it says, now if you will pay careful attention to what I say and keep my covenant. Again, this is what I'm going to say. You guys are going to constantly hear Yah say this throughout his messages. Keep my covenant, or they broke my covenant. Then listen to this. What it says, pay careful attention to what I say and keep my covenant. This is Yah speaking. Then you will be my own treasure from among all peoples. For all the earth is mine, and you will be a kingdom of Kohanim, which means priest. For me, a nation set apart. These are the words you are to speak to the people of Israel. Okay, so we've seen how the Most High is telling us and telling Israel, who he considers his people, guess what? You guys need to keep my covenant if you want to be in right standings with me. Okay, so let's also move along now. Now we're going to go to First Chronicles. That is really going to put some more icing on the cake, so to speak. Okay, so we'll start right here. It says, you descendants of Israel, his servant. Okay, so now we know who the servant of the Most High is. So don't let nobody trip you up and tell you who else is a servant. Israel, his servant, you offsprings of Yaakov, which is still Israel because Yaakov's name was changed to Israel. His chosen ones. He is Yahweh, our Elohim, our power. His judgments are everywhere on earth. Remember his covenant forever. That is key, forever. The word, yes, the word he commanded to 1,000 generations, the covenant he made with Abraham, the oath he swore with Yitzchak, which is Isaac, and established as a law for Jacob, which is Jacob, for Israel, as an everlasting covenant. Let's pause right there. So, if you are a believer in the word, in the word, and the ways of the Most High, and where there's some confusion of, okay, we're trying to apply the Most High's ways, and things are still going strange for us. Well, when you study this word, you can see as a majority that, guess what? We people that believe in this word, we haven't been keeping the Most High's covenant, his everlasting covenant. And so with the Most High is, if you want results, we have to do the necessary applicable things, which is keep his covenant, for things to actually make a change for the better. All right. So now, since we have that established in that verse, let's go to this next verse. And this next verse for you guys, I'm going to take you guys to Yeshayahu, which is Isaiah. And we're going to be in chapter 61. And we'll start over here at verse 8. And when you read this chapter, this is talking about Isaiah is pronouncing good news, and he's going to comfort his people, and he's speaking about what is to come. So it says, I'll read a little bit of verse 1 for you guys. It says, the Spirit of Yahweh Elohim is upon me, because Yah has anointed me to announce good news to the poor. He has sent me to heal the brokenhearted, to proclaim freedom to the captives, to let out into light those bound in darkness, to proclaim the year of the favor of Yah. So it's the year of the favor of Yah and the day of vengeance of our Yah, to comfort all who mourn. Bam. Now let's go jump to verse 7, if you will, for me. Okay. And it says, because of your shame, which was doubled, and because they cried, they deserve disgrace. Therefore, in their land, what they own will be doubled, and joy forever will be theirs. For I, Yah, love justice. I hate robbery for burnt offerings. So I will be faithful to reward them. Here we go. And make an eternal covenant with them. And I'll read this last part. Their descendants will be known among the nations. Okay. So, if you're confused and you say, hold on, well, he already established a covenant with Abraham and Noah, so why is it saying that he will make an eternal covenant with them? Well, the eternal covenant has already been in play. What we're seeing is that when this is prophetic, what he is saying is that it will be reaffirmed, the everlasting covenant, because when we come into the land, there's going to be people that did not know these ways still. There's still going to be people learning. And for the ones that already do know, they're going to be reaffirming the covenant, the everlasting covenant, while also some are also accepting the everlasting covenant. It's almost like when you hear some people get married and they renew their vows. Similar of the sort. Alrighty. So we just went through Isaiah. Let's go to the fifth one, which we're going to go to Jeremiah, which is Jeremiah chapter 32. And we'll start at 38 and we'll take this down to 40. Okay. And it says, they will be my people and I will be their El. I will give them singleness of heart and singleness of purpose, so that they will fear me forever. Okay, so we see that the fear of Yah is good. He wants that. Give him that respect. This will be for their own good. So it's for our good. And for the good of their children after them. So parents, when we get in line, it's going to make things a lot easier for our children. I will make with them an everlasting covenant, not to turn away from them, but to do them good. I will put the fear of me in their hearts. Yes, we need that. Why? So that they will not leave me. I will take joy in them so as to do them good. I will plant them in this land truly with my whole heart and being. Okay? So bam. So we seen again that he's saying that this everlasting covenant. So if anybody comes to you and they're telling you that Yah said that his Torah, his everlasting covenant, is done away with, ask them where can they pull that up in text, where the Most High said he's done with his covenant. Where does the Most High say that you don't have to keep his Torah, which is his ways that he said is set from generation and generation forever? And it's because we have abandoned this covenant. The reason why we're in the situation that we're in. And this is the reason why right now we went from the head and now we're up and now we're at the tail. And the reason why we went from the head to the tail, because we kind of had our heads up our tail. So the Most High said, okay, well, I'm just going to make you the tail. All right. So let's go to this sixth one. I would also like, let's go to Vayikra, chapter 26 and 39. Let's see here. And Vayikra 26, 39. And then there's a part in here that says, then I will remember my covenant with Yaakov, and I will remember my covenant with Isaac, and my covenant with Abraham, and I will remember the land. Now remember that we just read right here up in Psalms 105, when we just read that he says, Yah remembers his covenant forever, the word he commanded to 1,000 generations. So again, he's remembering his covenant that is in place forever. All right. So if you're with me now, let's go to Shemot, which is Exodus. And Exodus chapter 3. And if you go and you read Exodus chapter 3, 13 through 15, you'll see in here in our everlasting covenant, Yah's name and his name that he has given us, that he says that we're supposed to announce and call him forever. So, okay. So let's see here right here. So Moshe, who is Moses, said to Yah, Look, when I appear before the people of Israel and say to them, the El of your ancestors has sent me to you, and they ask me, what is his name? What am I to tell them? Yah said to Moshe, Iye Asher Iye, I am, will be what I am, will be. He added, here is what to say to the people of Israel. What's that? Hey, I am or will be has sent me to you. Yah said further to Moshe, say this to the people of Yisrael. Yod He Vav He. Yahweh or Yahweh, however y'all want to put that together and say it, we can all agree that it's Yah. The Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yitzchak, and the Elohim of Yaakov has sent me to you. This is the key part right here. Y'all need to listen to this key part. This is my name forever. This is how I am to be remembered, generation after generation. So if you apply this covenant in this way of the Most High, and you're calling Yah, the Iye Asher Eye, Yod He Vav He, if you're calling him God, which is a title, or you're calling him a man, I Zeus, we're not respecting what the Most High is wants us to call to him. He just says, this is my name forever, and this is how you are to acknowledge me generation after generation. So when you want to pray, call on the right name when you're praying, and because that is a powerful thing, and the Most High takes heed of that. Okay. So let's go over to Shemot chapter 12. And we're going to be, I won't read it. I'm not going to read all of this. But if you go into Shemot chapter 12, 6 to 24, you'll see in here, okay, if we go to 24, let's go to verse 24 of that 12. Let's see here. Okay. Yep. Okay. This is talking about, you guys can go read on your own and read the whole thing, but this is talking about Passover, which is called Pesach. And then listen to what the Most High says. You are to observe this as a law, you and your descendants forever. Again, this is why we are in the situation that we are in. How many of us have been striving to keep in Passover? Now, I understand that there are some things that we cannot do in Passover because we're not in the land. But in totality, we as a people, we have been keeping the covenant the whole wrong way. Passover has been Easter for us. What does a rabbit laying eggs have to do anything with Passover of putting the blood on the door and the firstborns dying in the land of Egypt? What does that have to do with the Easter bunny and coloring eggs and stuff like that? We as a collective, how the Most High sees us as a unit, we have been off track. And until we get our heads in the Most High's words, until we get into his covenant, until we walk in his way of life, we're going to stay in confusion, and it's just going to be hardship, and it's going to be bad, straight up. All right, so let's go to this next one, which was going to be in Shemot chapter 31. And this is a one that we need to pay attention to too. And yep, we'll start right up here. It says, Yahweh said to Moshe, who is Moses, tell the people of Israel, you are to observe my Shabbat. What is the Shabbat? The Shabbat is the seventh day. Remember when the Most High made heaven and earth, he made everything on the sixth day. And then on the seventh day, the Most High rested. And so the Most High rests on the seventh day, and he commands us to rest on the seventh day too. And if you look at your calendar, you will see that first day of the week is what you would call Sunday. So right here, he's saying you are to observe my Shabbat, which is 7th day. For this is a sign between me and you through all your generations. That goes about what we just said on the title, the everlasting covenant. When he's saying through all your generations, that's everlasting. This is the everlasting covenant, so that you will know that I am Yah, who sets you apart for me. Therefore, you are to keep my Shabbat, because it is set apart for you. Now, listen to this. Now, this is what we're talking about. Right now, we're in a time of grace. We cannot keep all the Most High's commandments, and a lot of us don't even know the Most High's commandments. So guess what? He has grace for us. But when we return into the land, where we're gathered as a nation, and the Most High authority is in play again, this is how it's going to be carried out. It says, everyone who treats it as ordinary must be put to death. So let's thank y'all for grace in this day, okay, y'all? For whoever does any work on it will be cut off from his people. On 6 days, work will get done. But the 7th day is Shabbat, for complete rest, set apart for Yahweh. Whoever does any work on the day of the Shabbat must be put to death. The people of Israel are to keep the Shabbat and observe the Shabbat again through all their generations as a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the people of Israel. Here we go again. Forever. Everlasting covenant. In 6 days, here it go. For in 6 days Yah made heaven and earth. But on the 7th day, he stopped working and rested. So if you think that Yah is resting on the 7th day, and he's telling us to rest on the 7th day, and you want to claim to go by his ways, but you're going to say, I'm not going to do that, Yah ain't the one to be played with, y'all. I say that very, very seriously, like, not even trying to, like, not even being funny. Like, Yah does not play. And even besides us studying his word, a lot of us have enough experience in life where we felt the Most High speaking to us innerly, and we did the opposite and got a bad reaction from it. So let's clean up our behavior right now, and let's strive to keep his ways, and don't have a fear that we are not perfect. So I also wanted to, matter of fact, let's double back and let's go back to take a quick glance at Jeremiah 32 real quick. So what I just want to say on this part is that it says right here, when you go to verse 39 on Jeremiah 32, it says, I will give them singleness of heart, singleness of purpose, so that they will fear me forever. This will be for their own good and for the good of their children after them. I will make with them an everlasting covenant, not to turn away from them, but to do them good. I will put the fear of me in their hearts, so that they will not leave me. Now, many of us, we have been born in such a situation where the Most High's, going against the Most High's ways is normal. So some of us, we're like, I don't know if I can be clean enough for the Most High. And I feel that coming from a lot of people, because I could relate to it. But what this text is showing you right here, what the Most High is speaking to us and what he is showing us, he is telling us that if you put the effort to keep my covenant and go by my ways, I'm going to cleanse the rest of you that needs to be cleansed. So when we put in this work, Yahweh is going to do the rest for us. And he says that right here in this verse. He says, I will make with them an everlasting covenant. And then he says that I will put. Okay, see right here. See, we already have a fear, but he's making sure that I will put the fear of me in their hearts. Why? Because he's making it so he's cleansing us, the rest of us, the deep rootedness in us, so that we can fear him. Because guess what? When you have a certain fear level of the Most High, you gonna listen to what he say. But if you don't have enough fear you don't have enough fear or respect for the Most High, it's gonna be easy for you to do the opposite. You feel me? All right. And so lastly, my people, I want to end this with, my favorite chapter. Well, one of my favorite chapters. Deuteronomy, chapter 30. If we can go there and we can go to verse 19. Yes, sir. Read Deuteronomy chapter 30, please, my people, when you can. Lastly, it says, this is Yah, I call on heaven and earth to witness against you today that I have presented you with life and death, the blessing and the curse. Therefore, choose life. What is life? His covenant. His everlasting covenant is life. So that you will live, you and your descendants, loving Yod Hey Vav Hey, your Elohim, paying attention to what he says and cling to him. What he said is keep that covenant. For that is, oh my goodness, y'all better soak this in. For that is the purpose of your life. On this depends the length of time you will live in the land Yah swore he would give to your ancestor Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Wow. So we can see right there that guess what? This eternal and this everlasting covenant is the purpose of our lives. So if you are rejecting this covenant, you're rejecting the purpose of your life. He just said, choose life or death. So there's no out. You either choose with this covenant or you have another outcome that is going to await you. And I want to encourage my people that the Most High's ways is very fair. This is not Christianity. This is Torah. Okay? We worship the Most High only. That's what Yah commands us to do. We keep his ways. His ways is not done away with. A man can't die for another man's sins. This is our ancestral roots in his ways. And he's fair from his business. He's fair from how we treat our people. He's fair from our dietary laws are good for our body and our temple. So I encourage my people, don't just be a bobblehead and just listen to what your pastor or whoever has to say. Open the book. Read it. See what Yahweh has to say. Challenge your pastors and your leaders because some of these are preaching to you with alternative motives. You know what I mean? It might be, a lot of it might be financial. Or you might help some of your leaders. Some of them may not know. Some of them may be what the monkey see, monkey do, and they haven't put enough time to study this word. So they need you to help and force them in the right direction. I want to thank you, my people. I hope you enjoyed this video of this everlasting covenant. come to the ways and study it and see how the Most High would change your life. Just dedicate yourself. Try it out. Put the Most High to the test. See if you keep His ways, and see how your life will change for the better. I would like to thank my Rabbi, Robert B. Holman Jr., who is the head Kohanim of this house, First Tabernacle Fellowship. You can watch videos on YouTube called Yahweh's Exiled Empire. You can also go to Podbeam and look up Hebrews and Exiles, and you'll see a lot more teachings like this, because we over here, we consider ourselves what we consider is purest, where we try to keep the Most High's ways as best as we can in this exile, and we show what the Most High says, not what any of us that are speaking before in this pulpit has to say. So, I thank you, and I love you, my people. This is your man, Yeshai, a.k.a. Trey L. I'll be coming with some more videos soon. I hope you liked the video and got some valuable information from this presentation. Thank you very much. Shalom.